Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace and blessing of Allah be upon all of you. How is everyone? I hope all of you are doing good. So today we are going to talk about beautiful manners. So what exactly are manners? Manners means behavior, our interaction, our dealings, our habits, something that we do naturally without thinking. Etiquettes. So before I talk in detail about manners, I want to introduce myself. My name is Fariha Nasir, and I'm a Muslim. And as a Muslim, before I talk about any subject or before I do anything, I always see what my religion has to say about it, and how did our Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, showed me how to do it. So let's just see what the Quran says about the beautiful manners of Prophet Muhammad. How did he behave? Let's see in the light of the Quran, inshallah. Okay, so first I'm going to recite this verse of the Quran and then I'm going to translate in English. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the especially merciful. Bima rahmatim minallahi linta lahum. ولو كنت فظا غليظ القلب لانفضوا من حولك فاعف عنهم واستغفر لهم وشاورهم في الأمر فإذا عزمت فتوكل على الله إن الله يحب المتوكلين. So this is verse or ayat number 158 of the chapter Ali Imran of the Quran. So let's just do the translation. There are many words here, but I'm only going to translate that part that is related to the manners of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So by mercy from Allah, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, you were lenient with them, and if you had been rude in speech and harsh in heart, they would have broken away from you. All right. So the first part, Allah, the most exalted, is saying that it's the blessing of Allah that Allah made the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, linta. So linta comes from the word lean, that means gentle, somebody who is kind-hearted, who's not harsh, who's lenient, who's soft, and he understands the situation of other people as well. So this is the adjective that tells us the manner of Prophet Muhammad, that he was gentle with his companions. And now there are two more adjectives that are mentioned here that are negative qualities which Prophet Muhammad was not. So fazzan. Fazzan means somebody who's ill-mannered, who's rude, who has who is stingy with his words. He uses foul language. He does not concern about the he's not concerned about the feeling of other people. He hurts them with his speech, with the vocabulary he uses. So this is what is fazzan. And also fazzan is the water in the belly of a camel. So back in the day, during the time of the Bedouins in the desert, when it was harsh climate and the water was scarce, they used to drink the water from a slaughter camel from its belly, and that water was, unpleasant and bitter. And so that's how this is related to this person who is also bitter and harsh in his personality. So next word is ghaliz. So ghaliz actually it means something that is thick, and it is thick and it is bulky. So a person who is ghaliz, he is like his heart is thick, like it is covered. No feeling goes into it. It is a hard stone. It's like a hard. It's a hard that is very hard. It is like it is stone. It is cold. He's not concerned by what's happening around him. He's just self-centered. So in Arabic, there's a word called ardun ghalizun. Sorry, excuse me. So ardun ghalizun is actually a rough land, a dry land, a land that does not produce any vegetation, the land that has no water is of no use and benefit to any living thing. So this is how this person is, that he is also dry and rough. And in Arabic, in context of punishment, it also means severe and intense and painful punishment. So this person, he also has a very harsh and severe personality. He's at the spectrum of a very extreme personality. So if we look at all of these words together, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that with his blessing that he chose a prophet that who was soft hearted, who was kind hearted, and he was not ill mannered, he was not rude, he did not hurt the feeling of other people. He understood the people around him, and he was not stone hearted. He was not somebody who was immune to the feeling of other people. And if he had these two bad qualities, everybody would have run away from him. They would have ran away from him. They would have broken away from him. But we see in the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that that was the opposite. Whenever anybody met him, they wanted to be close to him. They wanted to be his friend. That was the kind of manners that he had. And this is also a secret to beautiful manners. That if you want to win friends, if you want to have more lasting relationships, we should be gentle with other people. We should understand their place, where they're coming from, how they're feeling, what is their background. So if we know all these things, we can. It's easy to give people space, and we can win their support and their love as well. So I hope this video was of some benefit to you all, and it certainly was. When I was researching, it certainly was beneficial to me. So I hope I'll see you in the next one then. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.